show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Bass in your face. Bass in your face.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negro. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or watching this channel for the first time, the reason why it is called Uncommon Sense because here on this platform, we discuss everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions, but not everyone uses logic. So for that reason, it is called Uncommon Sense. I'm going to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Also, the subscriber mode has been enabled for 5 minutes. Meaning, if you're not a subscriber and if you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you need to be a subscriber for at least 5 minutes. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to all those who have already subscribe to the channel, whether you've been there from the beginning or just recently joined. I really appreciate all the love and all the warmth that you continue showing. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media, especially TikTok and Instagram. Your continued support really touches my heart. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who allow me to enter into your devices and those who watch from the clouds, especially the haters. I also have a smaller channel called Latina Diaspora, where I discuss issues pertaining to Latinos, particularly Latinos born and raised in the United States. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you have not done so, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, like, and set the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. Now, tonight's episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negro, I'm going to be doing a reaction video, okay? Those of you who've been active on TikTok will know that there is this one person that's gone viral. She's talking about that she is a single mom, that she has 7 children from 7 baby daddies, and that she became a single mom at age 14, and she gets $3,000 a month in food stamp benefits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing my reaction to this video, okay? Now, this is a video the video which I'm going to share is one that Dee has covered, okay? And of course, she has her own platform where she produces a lot of great content for discussion and things of that nature. Good evening, Georgia. Thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, we're gonna discuss it, okay? And what I'm gonna do is, as we go through the video, I'm gonna give you my commentary. Okay. Now, she has stated that her content is free to share and things like that, which I will share, but I also will give you my commentary as well. So, but before we get into the main topic, we will have another episode of In My Words. So, the big talk that's been going on is regarding Kamala Harris and how the Democratic National Committee had raised a huge amount of funds um, for her campaign. Okay. And for the first time for a while, there seemed to be excitement regarding her candidacy. And of course, Joe Biden ended his attempt to become reelected. Okay. And I think when everything is said and done, I think he made the correct decision. Okay. He felt in his heart of hearts that it was best for the well being, not just for the Democratic Party, but for the nation, to step aside and let another person be the chief standard bearer for the Democratic Party. Okay. Now, in all fairness, I have my issue with Kamala Harris. Okay. But one, among the things that are in her favor is that she's considerably younger. She's 59 years old. So she's 22 years younger than Joe Biden and 19 years younger than Donald Trump. So, of course, um, next month is the Democrat National Convention, of which they're going to vote officially who will be their chief standard bearer, which by whole speculation it will be Kamala Harris. Okay. Should she become elected, she'll be the second person of color to become president, and she will be the first female president. Excuse me, just give me. Just I apologize. I usually don't text. It's just that, but in any but in any case, she will become the first female of color. Okay, just give me one. I apologize for that. So, and actually, I'm going to be doing a stream on Thursday night, which I'm going to talk about who she is. Okay. Good evening, Gigi. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I usually don't take phone calls over the phone, but in any case, before I continue, let me just state that my friends Georgia and Gigi have her channels, of which they produce a lot of content. So I'm going to ask that you show some love for them and subscribe to the channels. Also, Gigi has a membership, so I guess that you check out her membership and subscribe to her membership as well. Thank you very much for sharing the stream, Gigi. I did see your stream regarding, I forgot who it was, but it was another person who supported Donald Trump, and and I already made my comment regarding the situation, and I'm gonna talk about that in a brief moment. Now, this is going to be a little ridiculous, okay? Where you have celebrities being taken to task simply because of who they wish to endorse, and in this case, Donald Trump. Okay. Good evening, Irby. Thank you very much for stopping by. Now, I have my issues with Donald Trump, and I also have my issues regarding Joe Biden. But this is the thing. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again for the slow and the mentally retarded. Anyone, and I repeat, anyone has the right to support whoever they wish to support. Anyone, okay? Whether it be Donald Trump, whether it be Kamala Harris, whether it be of the third party candidates or anybody or even Mickey Mouse. Okay, but the fact of the matter is that people are being taken to task simply because of the fact that they support Donald Trump. Okay. Now, the last time I checked, we're able to make our own decisions on who we wish to endorse or support. And we shouldn't have to be afraid of the process. We shouldn't have to be afraid of being counseled simply because of who we endorse. And my question is, have we gotten so sensitive? Have we gotten so no, woke that we're going to criticize someone simply because of who we support? Okay. Um, Georgia, the whole point is this. Anyone, whether it be celebrity or not, whether it be famous or not, whether it be known or what, not, has the right to support whoever they wish without fear of reprisal, without fear of being canceled, without fear of being criticized, without fear of being ridiculed, without fear of being doxxed. Okay. Well, appreciate it. Thank you. And that's the whole point. And that is the whole point. And it's sad that people will try to cancel people because they support Donald Trump or Kamala Harris or anybody else. Okay. We should be able to support whoever we wish to support. And if people don't like it, too bad. Okay. But this is going to be ridiculous. Okay. And it's sad that we're living in a state when we are so intolerant simply because someone decides to support a candidate we have issues with. Now, speaking of Donald Trump, it appears that the Republican standard bearer is concerned about the fact that he may face Kamala Harris um, for election for to become president. I mean, it's been reported that they're planning to sue because they perceive that it was a coup to remove Joe Biden uh, from 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 his candidacy. Now, one thing we have to bear in mind, and by the way, we do have a guest, so let me just state for the record that the views of those who appear on the record channel are not necessarily those of the host of the channel. Any attempt to copy the material without the consent of the host is prohibited. By appearing on the call, you waive your right to your image. Some of the views that people may hold may be considered offensive to some viewers. If you do not like the content, you can block the channel, and we will bring in our guests. Good evening, Gigi.
Hey Jose, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I want to come up here real quick. I don't know how long I can stay, but I want to come up and show a little support and just chit chat with you. How's everything going?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you. My recovery is going on very well. I'm able to walk
That's
short
good.
distances with the aid of a cane.
That's good. That's real
So,
good.
uh, But the one thing that's been bothering me, Gigi, is the fact that people are being attacked simply because of a person that they choose to endorse as for president.
I know it's much more worse this time around, it seems, than it was in previous years, right?
Yeah. And this is the thing. Okay. Um, I made it perfectly clear that I have issues with both Trump and Biden before he decided to end his campaign. But this is the thing. You have the right to endorse and support who you wish. And you should be able to do so without fear of reprisal or without fear of being canceled.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, everybody knows who I'm going to vote for, but at the same time, like, I don't look at people that are going in the opposite direction and be like, okay, I'm not going to watch you anymore. I'm not going to support you anymore. I'm not going to be your friend anymore. Or, all of that cancel culture nonsense. I mean, and then when people do real bad shit, they don't even get canceled.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, this election season has been bizarre. I mean, never have been a time when a major candidate has thrown in the towel this late in the election season.
Yeah, but what do you think about like the opportunity that Kamala really has? Because that's kind of a tough sale as well. Hey, Georgia.
Good evening, Georgia.
Hey, you two. Yeah, continue with the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, look, she's got look. Assuming that she becomes the standard bearer for the Democratic Party, she's going to have to make a case regarding why she should be considered. And the problem is, whenever you are um, like like the first Catholic or the first person of color, or this in this case, the first female of color to possibly be president of the United States. The problem is that person is going to face a lot of obstacles, regardless of how you might view her political views.
I think it's more than just that, though, like just the political views. I mean, obviously, some people do have a problem with that because of the whole migrant crisis, but also they're just like holding the other stuff, saying that she was like a grimy prosecutor, that she was like keeping inmates there longer on their sentences knowingly to get like cheap slave labor, like some really nasty stuff.
Well, actually, I'm going to be doing a stream on Thursday night regarding Kamala Harris, so we can discuss, her background and the facts, so we can separate the facts from the fiction. Okay. Um, but let's bring Georgia into the conversation.
Yeah, what I was about to say is that, Gigi, what you were referencing was when back in the day when she was a part of the San Francisco DA, what she had did was um, get black men to serve longer and lengthy sentences for the reasons you just already explained, as well as just for more like political brownie points, because that was also around the time when Bill Clinton's 1994 crime bill went into effect, which was also supported by Kamala and Biden. And also, for the record, everybody knows that Kamala was guilty of that because I'm from the Bay Area and she is also from the Bay Area too. And everyone in the Bay Area to this day knows exactly what she did. And so, like right now, the Bay Area is just very split about like just her in general. So she's a mixed bag to Bay Areans because some feel that she never really owned up to like what she had done. And me and you have already talked about how there's a difference between somebody who has owned up to somebody or something as opposed to somebody who has not.
Mhm. Well, she's going to have to state her case. And I'm sure she's going to be questioned regarding that. And she's going to have to answer for everything regarding her past, regarding her present, and regarding the future.
Well, yeah, because if you're in the political arena, people are just going to, dig deep into your dirty laundry. And you just have to be mentally prepared to deal with that. You can't really keep ignoring it, though. You can't keep brushing it off. You either address it and own it, so that you can continue.
Mm-hmm. Gigi, you have any further comment?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. I was talking to my husband. I missed what he said. Sorry.
No, Georgia, would you like to
Basically, what I
repeat? Go
I
ahead.
heard the
I'll be
part where you said you were from the Bay and that it was true. Yeah.
yeah, and I was just also saying is that the Bay Area is also viewing her as a huge mixed bag because of how some feel that she never really owned up to what she did during her time as San Francisco's DA, whereas some think that she did, but I'm more along the lines of it being a no, because it all goes back to even minding your conversation about the huge difference between somebody who has owned up to something in their past as opposed to somebody who has not. So where does she
Yeah.
fall?
Yeah, so she wouldn't be a smart politician if she were to own up to it, though. She's gonna, if that, if that is true, if that is the case, she's just gonna keep it pushing. But yeah, like Irby said, once they get to them debates, Trump is definitely gonna push her into the corner. Y'all already know.
Maybe Trump is going to bring that up, and
Oh,
maybe
I'm pretty
Trump.
sure.
I mean, yeah, I think Kamala should probably say that. Yes, during my time as a DA back in the '90s, yes, my poor policies led to a mass incarceration and lengthier sentences for Black men. Yes, it happened, but I own up to it. If she were to do that, I would respect her because that's humility. And you already know what our faith has to say about humility.
Well, the last election, um, that lady, one of the other ladies that was running initially, she had called her out on it, and I don't believe that she took any accountability for that. I think she brushed that off, but I don't remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's going to be political suicide if she were to do that.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Well, in any case, it will be very interesting, the next presidential debate. And actually, there's been reporting that Trump is trying to sue somebody because allegedly there was some sort of a coup with the Democratic Party where Joe Biden was forced to abandon his campaign. The last time I checked, he made the decision to step down by himself.
Well, I just wanted to add how Georgia said it was going to probably be political suicide. But we should keep in mind though that a lot of women will be voting for Kamala. The Republicans are really doubling down on restricting women's reproductive rights, and so that's going to be the hard one right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's like even Kamala herself. She's made it very, very clear that Roe v. Wade will be reinstated on a federal level. Whereas, the Republicans more so want it to be on a state level.
Mm-hmm.
And then where we have J.D. Vance, who actually wants to keep it banned on a federal level too. So, a lot of women are going to have an outpouring level of support for Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely.
Yes. But in any
Everybody
case,
has to.
What's up?
Sorry, Jose.
No, but in any case, I predict it's going to be a very close election. Okay. And we shall see. And it's a possibility that history may be made as Kamala Harris being the first mixed woman of color to become president.
I just highly doubt it unless they steal it, because just the level of misogyny in the United States, I don't think that men are just going to hand over the presidency to a woman. And especially this one, they don't respect at all, for the most part.
Well,
they call her camel toe, they sexualize her, and demean her in those type of ways, say she slept her way to the top. Like, you guys have heard it all.
Yeah. I'll say yes, she did sleep with the SF mayor at the time to do all that stuff, though. But honestly, what politician or businessman has not done that? even
They're all
though
screwing each other.
Yeah, I mean, like, if people want to go down that route, it'll be hypocritical because, oh, yeah, Trump has done it too. He did cheat. And yeah, he did get down and dirty with Stormy. But it's just, I'm not going to be the type of person to pull up your dirty laundry and start rubbing it in your face. And I'm not even going to do that with either Trump or Kamala.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I have that same stance on like I just like I told Jose on previous streams when he was talking about Trump and Storm. I'm like, I don't care who these people sleep with. I don't care. I care about like what are they gonna do for the country.
Well, in all fairness, it is a good reason why the position is called Commander in Chief, not Pastor in Chief, because we have had people who have been morally flawed. I mean, all throughout the history of the United States. I mean, there have been men that been unfaithful to their spouses. There have been men that were racist. So, I mean, if it's true that Kamala Harris slept her way to to achieve part of what she achieved now, I mean, it's just basically, it's just going to be just another person who, I mean, name a politician that hasn't compromised their morals.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tightrope with this one. Everybody really is gonna have to vote according to like what are the things that are most important to you and your family.
Yes. Good evening, Celine. Thank you very much for stopping by. Okay.
Celine's comment was interesting. She said, I think the right has become too radical in a lot of ways, which is why I've become more moderate over the past. Yeah, you do have like extremists on both the left and the right side of the paradigm as well. So it's kind of both sides though, but
yeah, I was gonna say that as well. They're all nut jobs at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but look, I consider myself very, very conservative, but yeah, I have moderated on a lot of views, and and I try to look at things for both sides of the equation. That's something that unfortunately some people are unable to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see what happens, and it'll be, if nothing else, it'll be great political theater.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones that have like crazy political theater. I've seen some videos on YouTube and they be like acting up over there in England. Have y'all seen that?
Not
over
lately.
the Brexit.
Just in general, like I don't know, I'll just run across random videos of like Parliament or whatever, and they be in there yelling and acting crazy, and I'm like, okay, so it's not just us. It's not just us.
Worldwide.
Well, speaking about insane, we're going to get into the main topic, which is when enough is enough. Now, there's been this young person that's been gone viral on TikTok, talking about that she's 33 years old. She's a single mom. She raised 7 kids by 7 different baby daddies and get $3,000 a month in food stamps.
Listen, I don't want to be rude, but Celine keeps trying to talk to me, but I just seen her on my ops channel saying, oh, that's because she's from Florida. So I don't have a problem, but I'm really just kind of ignoring you. Okay, go ahead.
I'm from California.
Okay, is there
anyways
is there an issue going on between you and Celine?
No, I'm just ignoring her because she was like on somebody else's channel talking about me that was dragging me. So I'm just ignoring her. I don't have no, listen, I don't fight with subscribers. I just ignore them when they trash talk me.
Oh, okay. Before we continue, would you like to briefly discuss regarding your membership?
No, not really, but I thank you, Jose. Just if you guys can sign up for my membership. If not, it's okay. Appreciate you.
Okay, you know what? I just wanted to give you an opportunity if you wish to opine. That's all.
Thanks, Jose.
Because I'm gonna encourage people to join your membership, and actually, unless my memory fails me, because I'm 62, I'm gonna be 62, so that might have a senior moment. I think the link to your backup channel is in the description. So if anyone wishes to check your backup channel, just go into the description.
All right, thank you, Jose. Sorry, I'm multitasking right now, so I'm on mute. I'm on and off.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. Now, so tonight I'm doing something a little different, which is a reaction video. Okay. And I'm going to give you my reaction regarding the situation. First of all, let me just state, um, I don't pass judgment on people because I don't know what was their set of circumstances, and I don't have a problem with people who are getting um, social services because if they prove that they need the help, they get it. My issue is that treating it as something to flex about and to rub into people's faces. That's the issue I have.
What'd you say, Jose?
I said that I'm not here to pass judgment on anyone. Whether it's just that there are people who need social services. I get that. My issue is that when you
In
treat
other
it
words,
as
welfare abuse.
it's not even welfare abuse. It's just basically it's like you're flexing about it. Okay, you're flexing about it. Something like to flex about and to rub it in people's faces. Okay, now I was raised in public assistance. Okay, and I was able to get off it. And I don't have a problem if you need it. My issue is when you're going and flexing about it and rubbing in people's faces. That's the issue I have.
Yeah. I mean, but do you think that's really one of the major issues that we're facing right now is welfare abuse, or is it more so the welfare they're just handing out to people that aren't even citizens?
No, actually, it's not even an issue because it seems like she is a citizen, and I'm not begrudging her getting the food stamps.
Oh, you're saying
It's
it's
a
a video that went out there. Oh, I thought you were talking about in
Yeah,
general.
basically
Okay,
no.
like a
okay.
girl who's bragging about how she gets like a few $1,000s in food stamps
Oh,
by
wow.
the fact that she had 7 kids with 7 different baby daddies. And she like prides herself in it too, which is the part that's just making everybody cringe.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I must have missed that one.
Yeah, so I saw the TikTok video he's talking about, and yeah, it's cringe because then that's just telling us that she used men and is using her own children for public assistance and just to subsidize her basically laziness, to be quite honest.
I mean, okay, first of all, when you break it down, that's $375 per month per person. And it's a family of 8. Okay. And I think she's kind of like stretching the truth a little bit because and unfortunately I'm not in a position to say why, okay, due to the fact of my city job. But I mean, I think it's more like she's getting maybe half that in food stamp benefits, and even that's a lot. But to say 3,000, That sounds very high, even if you're living in a state like New York or California.
Yeah, it does.
And
I
another
mean,
issue.
everybody.
Sorry, go
Sorry, go
ahead,
ahead.
Gigi. No, go
I
ahead,
was just
Gigi,
gonna say
please.
that everybody just wants to come out honestly and just say and act in the most ridiculous manner because that's what makes you go viral. You know?
Yeah, silly behavior or extreme behaviors or saying extreme stuff will make you go viral, even if you are spouting out of some stuff that you really don't believe in.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
and what is troubling is that she became a single mom at age 14. So depending what were the circumstances, okay, if the dude that actually impregnated her at age 14, if he was an adult, then you're talking about statutory rape.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that woman. I don't know her story.
Yeah. And another issue that I have with her is that already people don't speak highly regarding black women in general. So here is a young person. Okay, she's black, and she's basically glorifying the fact that she has 7 children by 7 different baby daddies and getting $3,000 a month in food stamp benefits. Okay, and again, we have to understand that no, we have to understand there's good and bad in every community.
Yeah, of course. Of
So
course. And, you know, and those people of said communities are going to come out on social media and go viral.
yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of people are going to zone in on what's bad about somebody or culture before they ever reconsider anything good.
yeah.
And it's so true because, like, so as you guys have probably seen, like, I've been doing the videos covering Rose and Brett, and they've had like this so called perfect relationship all over social media. You know, they got like 1 million subscribers. And then as soon as all hell broke loose, then of course, you know, reaction channels like mine and others, everybody starts talking about it. Everybody starts watching. The numbers start doubling. So there is this fascination in society where we don't like people don't want to see the fake or the perfect happy shit. They really want to see your trauma. They really want to see your dysfunction. That is what gets clicks and views on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that my uplifting content and my shorts have not been sinking in the views because I know exactly what to do and what to say in order to go viral. But no, I'm not going to do that at all, though, because we need more uplifting material, no matter how many people dislike it.
I
But
agree.
yeah, but basically, yeah, people want to see ratchetness before they ever want to see anything uplifting. And when
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
and
It's
even when
about
I do,
balance.
yeah,
yeah.
but even when I'm done speaking my piece, or if I'm going to beef a little bit, I end up deleting my status updates. Hey, Irby.
Hey,
Good
Irby.
evening, Irby. How you doing
Um,
tonight?
what's up? I saw the story about the girl going viral about the using the company. They always been that way. I think people just want to go viral on the internet these days, snitching on themselves to a certain extent.
Yeah, how many
And
people go to jail behind social media, coming out here trying to floss and get clicks and views and be right in jail, telling on themselves about something?
Mhm. And hopefully
but
she
you
don't
know,
care about no, she don't care about no the stereotype that comes to black women with the welfare queen nonsense. She just wants to go viral and she don't really
Well,
care.
why would she care about it? Black women are the the most educated population in this country, so it's really hard to shit on them for that.
Yeah.
You broke up a little bit, Gigi. What did you say? Might want to
Well,
repeat that.
I said, what stereotype? Black women are like the most educated and they have like the positions in this country. They're like outperforming black men. So I don't think they really care.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can actually attest to that because a handful of my black female cousins are actually doing quite well for themselves.
Yeah,
Very
My
but
well.
you know,
my sister just finished medical school. She's officially a doctor. And that's why I always laugh when everybody would like make stereotypes against me because I'm like my black side of my family are all very like actually professional and like got their shit together. And not that my white
they're
side
like,
doesn't, but just not to the same level.
they're like the
Yeah,
Cosby's. They're like
even
the Cosby
one is.
Show.
But yeah,
What
yeah.
you were saying,
My
Gigi? You say they like the Cosby's, like the Huxtables.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my dad isn't a doctor though. He's retired military, but I mean still like yeah, they have, you know, money and nice house and everything they need.
Yeah, those are
You
old
know,
ass
we do have a
stereotypes.
lot of, yeah,
Yeah,
we do
old
have a
ass
lot of modern
stereotypes.
day Sarah Breedloves.
So I mean, like I said before, I don't begrudge anyone getting assistance if they need it. And it's just that the fact that
It's really
she's
making like it's really like making. Oh my bad. What you were saying? I'm like it's really making like poor people like low income people like working class people look bad a little bit.
I mean, to be honest, I don't get triggered by stuff like that just because of the fact of all the money that we give away to the immigrants. Like, I'm just like, I don't know, we got bigger fish to fry than, whatever her
Yeah,
name is over there with her seven baby daddies and $3,000 in food stamps. You know what I mean? We got thousands and thousands of people coming across every day getting benefits.
yeah, it's faster than Americans. You ain't gonna give it to me.
So
you
yeah,
know what?
I'm just America first, and part of that is taking care of our poor or sick or whatever else.
Well, I'm getting a little fed up with this mentality that we have to save the entire world, which we cannot. We can't even take care of our own people. But you know what? I have said that before multiple times. So it's unfortunate, but
Yeah, and they made homelessness like illegal now, right? Where they can't sleep outside. Like, how is that all going to play out in a couple of months or whatever?
Depends on really where you are in the country where they have illegalized it. Because
I,
out where, what's up?
go ahead.
No, what I was just gonna say, Gigi, though, is that a lot of encampments are still sprouting out in the Bay Area, LA, Portland, Oregon, and Seattle. So it really depends. But so far, there aren't really any true city ordinances that have been enforced against homelessness.
Okay, okay. Because, yeah,
Now,
like in Florida, like you don't see that. Like, you know what I mean? At least I haven't, I haven't seen that. They will like go out in the wood. Like, if they do, they'll go out in the woods and stuff.
not
They're
out
not like
here,
right in front of people's mansions, camped out on the sidewalk.
which is what a lot of residents in Beverly Hills are starting to complain about.
I know I saw somebody on TikTok
Oh,
where they came out of their big, beautiful house and they walk outside and the homeless people were right there. I was like, oh my God.
Yep,
there, there,
homelessness
go-
coming to Beverly Hills,
there
LA.
goes, there goes the neighborhood.
honestly,
Wow.
I
But
have to be
spending all
honest.
that money for that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I do have to be honest though. You do get what you vote for.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
The people of Beverly Hills voted for that, and now they want to complain about what they voted for because now it's starting to personally affect them. That's not how it works. You knew that
People
these
only care when
politicians,
things affect them.
yeah, that this is not how it works. So, like people of Beverly Hills, you know what these politicians are about when they represent LA County, and now you want to complain that you have a encampment in front of your beautiful mansion in Bel Air or Beverly Hills. You got what you
Well,
voted for. So suck
Well,
it
it
up.
was it was a few months ago where our beloved mayor actually suggested that we share our homes with these migrant people, and it's like, no, I am not sharing my condo with somebody from Venezuela that's not been fully vetted. I'm sorry, no.
Imagine
It,
this, Jose, if
it's
that. Imagine if you were required to basically become roommates with a family, like a mother, a father, and their three kids in your condo, in your place, sharing the bathroom, the kitchen, everything. What if that became mandatory?
Then I guess I'll have to go to jail. I don't know because
So you'd be willing to, well, you won't go to jail, but they would just tell you that now you have to pay a fine or you're going to have to live somewhere else because you don't want to basically become roommates with a family.
it's just so very worrisome because of, like we were talking about, the encampments and the way that homelessness is already such a major problem with us. Like, everybody is not gonna just like go on the straight and narrow, get into an apartment, be all right. I mean, New York is already having a housing crisis. Like, a lot of these people are going to end up like they already are homeless, but like stay homeless.
There's actually a term for it. It's called chronic homelessness.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
that's what
don't
I
see
was
the
studying.
problem because here the homeless here they like in one little section like in the downtown area and they're about to get rid of them over there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jose, did you ever look up what I was telling you that I had saw they where they had
Uh,
put
you know,
restrictions on the
what? In all fairness, no, because I've been look with all my medical appointments and my physical therapy. I really have not had the time. I'll have to look at it this weekend.
well,
But
the problem with that, with them putting the freezes so that the landlords can't evict people and all that stuff, it's going to make it that much more harder for people to get into a place because once they let you in, it's almost impossible to get you out. Which is already like
yeah,
that anyways with the damn what do they call it when you go in there and you just stay? The
Squatters' rights.
the
squatters.
squatters, yeah. That's a
Squatters,
big problem
squatters'
over there
rights.
too. I saw they have a
But
Yeah,
big problem with that in New York.
they already
yeah,
passed that
yeah.
in
I mean, like your
California.
governor already said absolutely not. But yeah, it takes a while. It could take like a few months to get you out.
And they already passed a
Oh,
law
okay.
similar like that in California.
I don't know, but I saw a documentary and they were saying that people were staying in them apartments for years and basically like New York wasn't really doing nothing about it. And then the landlords would have to pay thousands and thousands if they could finally get these people out.
Yeah, it's time consuming though because the landlord has to now pay for the lawyer, the lawyer's fees, and then also the court fees, which and then
And
like you
plus
have
the
like
mortgage.
and the mortgage, yeah, and then you have the squatters who are challenging it though, saying that no, I actually am on a lease here. So a lot of drama and a lot of legal processing that has to happen.
Okay.
I couldn't live like that with people banging on my door every day. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Well,
not everything is great about being a landlord.
no. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share this video. Oops, we just lost Irby. So just give me a moment. Uh, so Irby, I'll let you back on. I just want to show this. Okay, I
Hold on, I'll be right back.
okay. So now let me just state this is under fair use, even though Didi said that it's okay to share the video. I always going to state fair use because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. So here we go. Oops.
There's no sound. I don't hear no sound.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't either. I don't hear any sound.
There's no
Okay.
sound.
Okay, I don't understand why on my end this sound. Uh, maybe if I mute myself, just give me a moment.
Nope.
Okay, I don't know why this sound didn't appear, but this is okay. Well, basically, for those who have seen it, here she is. She's talking about that. You know, she's proud of the fact that she is a single mom with 7 children from 7 different baby daddies, and that she gets $3,000 a month in food stamp benefits. And the people who are complaining, they're jealous of her because she's getting 3K in food stamp benefits. And first of all, let me just say, first of all, I don't have a problem with her getting food stamp benefits or what we call SNAP benefit. I don't have a problem with that. I don't even have a problem with the amount that she's getting. Okay. My issue is this: is you taking that fact and you're rubbing it on people's faces. That's the issue I have. Not that she's getting food stamp benefits. Okay. If she needs it, fine. She should get it with my blessing. It's the whole thing that she's that she's putting in people's faces, and then when people react, that they're jealous. First of all, there's certain things you should not share with social media. There's certain things about your personal life you should not share, because once you share, it's out there forever. Even if you delete the video, even if you delete the image, it's out there in the ether, and people can screenshot it. That's my issue. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. Definitely watch what you put out there because you can literally just not even put shit out there. Now people just make up shit and it's still out there forever. So you should definitely be mindful of what you put out yourself. I've done that myself. I'm sure we probably all have, in some kind of way or another. But I
Yep.
just, like I said, I just kind of think that's a play for attention and probably clicks and views, you know?
Yeah, I think it's also another form of attention-seeking behavior. That's for sure. Because I mean, talking about how you get a welfare benefits in the thousands, in addition to having 7 kids, which is for sure a lot, with different baby daddies. Yeah, you're probably going to draw the attention you're craving.
Yeah, which is why we're discussing her right now.
And in all fairness, I think that $3,000 is it's an inflated figure. Okay, because you're talking about, if you break it down, it's $375 per month per person. So I think she inflated it to get more views.
Yeah, probably.
I think realistically, maybe she's getting maybe $1,500 a month in food stamp benefits, or maybe 2,000. And that's it. Okay, and that's assuming you're living in states like New York or in California, where it is believed that you get more in food stamp benefits and more in cash assistance.
Well, I've seen larger content creators that clearly have a lot of money because they make a lot of money off this app, and they come out here and say they're on food stamps and WIC and all that stuff and troll their audience and piss them off in that same kind of way. So I think that that is like a formula that's already been established. So she's probably just jumping on that train. But I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how big her platform is. I don't know.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, I don't really know her all that well, and I don't really know her character, but I'm kind of going mirror by like the gut feeling though, and just observing actions, and then yeah. But what I can say for sure that right now, I would describe it as attention seeking.
but
Yeah, and not all attention is good intention, but I guess it is on social media.
but you know what's troubling, that she's parading her children in these videos. Okay, now we all know that children can be teased for many things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hate to imagine these children being teased because their mother is basically going out there glorifying the fact that she is a single mom, and that you know that she's getting all this help. Okay, and it can I'm concerned about the well-being of the children.
I feel that same way when I see people panhandling with their kids. It's like, come on, man. You don't have to drag the kid out there for that humiliation, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, the fact of the matter is, and again, I don't begrudge anyone that's getting social services if it's needed. Okay, um, I'm not going to say that she's getting that food stamps fraudulently. I'm going to assume that she's got it, legitimately. It's just that the whole idea that she's, rubbing it in people's faces and things like that, and considering the fact that there are millions of people are just struggling to make ends meet without any assistance from the government. Yeah, I agree, Irving.
Yeah, I mean, what else more can we really say about it other than the fact that yes, I do believe that there is a time where some people truly need the help. Maybe she needed the help big time because yeah, that's a lot of kids. And yeah, more than likely your benefits are going to be higher because of the amount of kids you have. And so, but it's not really something that I'm going to get up on social media and just glamorize, which is what she's clearly doing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to glamorize that. I mean, I could tell you this from experience because even my mom was actually one time receiving SNAP benefits way back in the day before she rose to the top. And she'd never talked about it. It's not something to like boast about or glamorize. Is that you just see that like you're in some dire need of help, you humble yourself and you just kind of keep it under the rug, and then that's it. I think that's how it should go.
Yeah, and another issue is the fact that she has a child from 7 different men. So it's like, where is your judgment? Okay, if you want to be if you choose to be, how could I say this and keep it G rated? If you want to practice the horizontal hula, okay, there are things that you can do to make sure that you don't expose yourself to an unwanted pregnancy.
No, I think that's fair to say it though, is that we should avoid unwanted pregnancies the same way we would want to avoid an STD.
Okay. Oh, speaking about an STD, the latest word is I have an STD.
What?
One of the latest words is I have an STD.
Yeah. Oh, I see what. I see what you mean. Never. Oh my God. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like I haven't been sexually active since 2011, and that was when I was married. But what
Yes.
can you know?
But the thing
But
is that the claim is that you got it during those years of being sexually active, since herpes is incurable. But yeah,
Georgia.
yeah. Either way, you can still be tested for it, and I don't think that you have that, Jose.
I mean, it's really not funny though. I mean, health reads and stuff don't really hit like that, but I don't know. This YouTube shit's crazy. You just take the good with the bad. Try to ignore the bad if possible. That's all I
Yep.
can say.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
look, basically that's been my approach. Is just that just continue focusing on being the best version of myself, and then when
But I am sorry that that's
anyone,
happening to you, Jose. It sucks.
I
The way
mean,
I look at it, though, is that the Lord's going to bring you to it. He'll get you through it. So it's going to be okay. It's going
yeah,
to be okay. It's all good.
And as you grow, it's gonna be people that are gonna hate and make videos on you. Different levels, different devils. That's what I always say. So I mean,
I
it is
like
what
that
it is when you want to
catchphrase.
be a content creator, unfortunately, and I struggled with that for like years before finally I'm just like, what the fuck ever. Like I'm just literally at that place now. Let people
I
believe whatever the fuck they want to believe.
I really like that expression. Different levels, different devils. I'm going to start using that.
I don't know where I heard that. I heard that somewhere, but
uh,
it's true.
uh,
Like it doesn't stop. You know what I mean?
uh,
The further you elevate, you might get worse devils.
Hmm.
Georgia, be careful, or else Gigi might hit with a community strike.
Wait, what?
Maybe.
I
Oh
said,
no, it's definitely
look,
not my phrase. I can't patent that one. I heard it somewhere.
I did like your other catchphrase from 2 years ago, Gigi, where you said, well, marriage is not always peaches and cream. And I've actually been using that one since then.
I don't even remember that.
I remember that. Yeah.
I must have been up here doing some splaining.
Yeah, it was on AB's live stream at the time, and that's where you said, hey, well, marriage is not always peaches and cream. And I've been using the peaches and cream catchphrase since then. Hey, we can all learn from each other. So thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
well, I mean, look, what I've been doing is when anyone decides to use my content without my consent, it's just reported. That's all.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
hmm And just try not to give it any attention and just continue making your streams and doing your thing. I mean, unfortunately, the bad publicity is still publicity. You know how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, all I can just say to those people, bless their hearts, because basically they're in dire need of prayer. They're in dire need of deliverance.
Could you hold on 1 second, Jose? So, Irby, yeah, I do remember that 112 song from way back in the day, but they were not talking about marriage in that song. It was a song that was essentially about hooking up, nothing to do with marriage. Because the way Gigi said it 2 years ago was, well, marriage is not always peaches and cream. But yes, that 112 song from 2001, I remember it because it was overplayed on my radio all the time. Is this about hooking up? Definitely not the same. I know you remember the song too, Gigi.
Yeah, I loved 112. Room
Okay.
112 where the players dwell.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Jose, you don't know nothing about all that, Jose.
no, I think I'm having a senior moment right now.
I guess you really are senile. It's okay, man. We still love you.
No, Jose just wasn't into urban music. What you was listening to? Your bachata and shit, Jose?
No, best, you know what?
You were
Okay.
listening to house music. That's when I remember the Puerto Ricans back in the day. They used to make, no, it wasn't called house music. It was called freestyle music, and I loved that music. It was like Little Susie and them. Do you remember that, Jose?
Take me in
Vaguely.
your
Yes.
arms, and once
The
you
Puerto Ricans
let
were
me
running
go.
that, okay?
Yes, yes.
I
Remember the song "Summertime, Summertime" by Nosetta?
don't know if I remember that one.
Little Susie, yeah. Expose, the Cover Girls.
All of that. I used to love freestyle music.
Same here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Irby says Lisa and the Cult Jam. That's another one. Yep,
Oh,
of
yes,
course.
yes. Yeah,
That
oh,
was
yes.
mid to late '80s to the early '90s. Where
Oh,
yes,
yes.
So what
Yeah.
Jose was doing during that time? Jose was probably a young man. He was in the club, huh?
breakdancing.
Actually, believe it. Okay, you're going to find this hard to believe, but I've never been a club person.
Oh, okay.
Never
I
been a
mean,
what person?
a club person.
Hmm.
Okay. It's just that at the risk of sounding unbelievable, okay, most of the music I've listened to, I mean, it's been Christian music. I mean, it wasn't like in the last time I started listening to other type of music. So I mean, that's just me. But
Oh, let me throw you an old school hit, Jose. Do you remember that song from 1998? I'm coming back to the heart of worship. Remember that song?
oh
I like
yes,
that one.
yes,
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 no, I still
yes.
listen to my gospel songs even at the time as well. Remember? That was a
Well,
I
classic.
saw a short and it showed like 5 really good like gospel songs. And I was like, damn, I need to like research and like get into the algorithm to find out because some of that music is really good now. And like I don't want to use the word hip like an old lady, but like the music is like, you know, good, not like, boring kind of like Christian music, but like good music with a good beat, positive message. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
like, I need to get
well,
on that algorithm.
I will say I am very picky about songs that I listen to. I filter through a lot of secular songs if it's going to be a song that has nothing to do with faith. But if it's a faith-based gospel song, I'm still filtering through because there's even a lot of gospel music that is actually can be just as bad as secular music. Got to be honest about that.
Yeah.
Just because it's a person that a song is supposedly about Jesus, that is not going to mean that it's a great song and that it doesn't have like good messages, because a lot of secular songs actually have terrible messages.
Yeah. Anything that
well,
involves money, there's going to be, things that are just there for just the money.
Yeah, because you know that song, Jose, or maybe Gigi, you remember that song, Gyra, You Are Enough by like Maverick City? You remember that one, Jose?
oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. No.
There's a huge problem with that song, and I don't need to nitpick at it though, but do you remember that one verse in the song which goes like, there's nothing I can do to let you down? Can you clearly see what's wrong with that statement?
Pride.
That's very heretical, by the way.
That's pride.
There's nothing I can do to let you down. There's a huge problem with that statement.
Yeah.
We let
I mean,
God down every single day, by the way,
I
because we're
mean,
sinners.
when you think about it, there's different types of music that play Christian lyrics. There's even there's even Christian reggaeton.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to reggaeton.
Actually, who was it? It was somebody who was really big. Tego Cadron, is that how you say his name? He was a very big reggaeton artist. back in the day, and he was like a gangster, whatever type reggaeton artist, and he had changed his life around, and he had got saved, and he started making Christian like reggaeton music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Tego? He had like a
Tego.
real deep voice.
Very familiar though, but I grew up
Yeah.
more with like Rakimi Kenway, Don Omar, Daddy Yankee, like those
Yeah,
types.
he was out. That's the time when Daddy Yankee was at the top of the game. He was around that time. But anyways, in Puerto Rico, he was very, very, very famous. Tego was. I don't know about
Was
over
he?
here, but in Puerto Rico, he
Was
was.
was he
And he
also a part
literally
of
came
Pena
here
Records?
to my
Right.
city to perform at my mother-in-law's church.
Nice.
Mhm.
Did he? Was he also a part of Pena Records?
I don't know. I didn't
Pena
even see him when he
Records.
came to perform, but they had just told me about it.
Cool.
Mhm.
Well, one of my favorite Christian
He's a black
performers.
Puerto Rican.
Cool.
One of my favorite Christian performers is Yadira Koredin.
Who again?
Yadira Koredin.
Yadira Koradin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yadira Koradin. Okay.
So I mean, she's been involved with praise music for the Lord for like, many years. I mean, I would listen to her music after I got saved.
I have to be honest, but there's a lot of Christian rap songs that I do like, especially this one by Rich and Famous. The song is called Illuminati, and it's where he's pretty much dissing Lil Nas X. And you want to know what his one verse in the line? I mean, not in the line, but his one verse in a song is.
What?
It's quote unquote, "The devil got you kissing up on dudes. You know the rules." Lil,
Wow.
that was a good line right there. The devil got you kissing up on dudes. You know the rules. That's a good one.
No, but
I gotta jump down, Jose. It was good talking to you guys. Great conversation.
okay.
But
Likewise.
Thank you very much, and have a good night, Gigi.
you too. Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
So, Georgia, what you thought about my stream last night regarding copyright infringement? Did you see it?
Embarrassingly speaking, I forgot about it because I got caught up in other stuff. So I am going to have to watch the replay. So please forgive me there.
No, it's okay. It's just that you can say that I was inspired due to certain events to discuss it. So, because unfortunately, we do have individuals that use content of other creators without their consent, and either they treat it as their own, or they'll use it to harass other creators.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my motivation, and basically the best way to deal with copyright infringement is to report it to the various platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You do know what you can also do, even for anybody listening, is that all you have to do is go on to the website is copyright.org.
Okay.
And you can actually sign up for like copyright services though that are only actually like a few $100s. So like for people saying that I'm broke, I'm like, on the contrary, no, I'm not. It's just I just think about whether it's really something that's worth it in a long run or not, because I'd rather invest my hard-earned money into, better things. Like these adventures around Wyoming and Utah, I'd rather do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not really expensive to, get your stuff like registered on the copyright.org. And then from there, your stuff could actually be even more protected, because YouTube already recognizes you as like the copyright owner of whatever you put out here on your platform, especially if it's stuff that you single-handedly do on your own. But you want extra protections? Yeah, sign up. It's only a few $100s.
Yeah. Now, I understand that you're going to be interviewed by our friend Don Amando this week. Am I correct?
Yeah, he wanted to do something about something, and I said, yeah, for sure. Let's go right ahead.
Okay, I think it's going to be, what, Thursday? Okay. Do you know the time?
I think they said it's sometime in the maybe evening. I would have to
Okay.
double check though, but either way, I have open availability.
Yeah, I'll have, I'll have to check. I will have to check it out. What I've been doing this week is I've been trying to do streams at 10 o'clock, to try to get a more of a wider audience. Okay.
A wider audience, you said?
Yeah, more participation.
I think that's been working out fairly well though, because yeah, you're now at 420 subs.
Yeah. And the beauty part is I didn't have to like harass anyone to do it.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. But that's how people run their platforms. That's up to them. It's just that when they take it upon themselves to load your images, and particularly the images to attack you, that's not appropriate. And one of the images was a picture of my mom, because last week it was an anniversary of my mother's passing.
Yeah.
So
all I'm going to say is, just going back to what I said last week, is that I actually have kids on my platforms. And like I said, the optics would be looking absolutely terrible if you're going to go after somebody else's platforms where there are kids all over it, though, and family members who are clearly underage. Yeah, I think that's a message to please leave me alone. Or better yet, just cut it out altogether. That's just all that just pretty much needs to be said.
Yes, I agree. Now, like I said, on a positive note is that I have been recuperating nicely regarding
That's
my
great.
knee. So now I'm able to walk short distances with the aid of a cane.
Nice, man. That's really great, though, that you are making a speedy recovery. I think that in no time you'll be able to walk normally, maybe within the next couple months.
Yeah,
But I would say definitely by the fall.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, this Friday, I will begin outpatient therapy. So, and I believe by early September, I'll be back to work.
Nice, man. So pretty much by fall, you should be up and going.
Yep. Exactly.
Nice, man. I mean, I got some blood work done today, though, and it's all expected to go quite well, though, because long story short, attend to your health, even if you may be feeling healthy.
I agree. And I decided to share my story because there may be other people who may be undergoing similar circumstances. So hopefully they'll be encouraged by my own personal testimony, so to speak.
Yeah, man. When I got surgery, I was just out for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care to share what was the nature of your surgery, or that's something you prefer not to talk about?
Well, due to how graphic it was, I think it's going to be a little too graphic for YouTube, but I could tell you in private.
Okay, fine. Well, what you can do if you wish, on Discord to share. But I'm glad to
Absolutely.
see. But I'm glad to see that you have recovered. Um, but
Yep.
mhm,
I'm still pretty healthy though. I could still have my kids, the right woman, of course.
yes,
Still have my manhood. I could still bulk up, and I actually feel even a lot better than I did before. Not before, but even well after the surgery.
yes, yes. Not bad for someone that supposedly participated in the January 6th riot in the Capitol, and someone that has an STD.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not worried about that. Folks know I haven't been to DC since 2017, and that's not really when the whole showdown went down. So yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
yeah. But you know something. One thing that does trouble me is that people are being attacked simply because of the person that they support to occupy 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay, um, that's your choice. Okay, and you should be able to support whoever you wish without fear of reprisal, without fear of being canceled or what have you.
Yeah, I agree. Um, you know, clearly, I mean, like, since you're connected to my platform on Facebook now, you clearly see everything that I talk about too.
Yes.
Yeah, you now see what I'm about on my platform. And I will tell you this, it was clearly bothering my cousin to where she actually blocked me. Now, I still love my cousin to the bottom of my heart, but yeah, let's just say if you're going to really preach about Jesus's gospel and everything, expect to feel alienated by your family members still, because there is that one verse from the book of Luke where Jesus said he came to bring the sword of division, whereas there's going to be division between, like, brother, sister, mother, daughter, this, that, to the fourth generation, because
Hmm.
of how his gospel is going to like stir up a lot of division. Well, clearly it has. And yeah, I got a cousin, even though I still love her unconditionally, she wants nothing to do with me now.
Well, I think part of the problem is that they don't understand that they're not dealing with the old version of ourselves. They're dealing with the new, hopefully revised, hopefully um, transformed version of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a big issue. And I use this analogy, which I think is appropriate. It's like trying to speak in Spanish someone that understands Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because unfortunately, when you are spiritually dead, you cannot understand the things of the spirit.
You can't though, and you're also not going to really value it because people do not value things they do not understand. So yeah, if you don't really have the fruit of the spirit abiding in you, then yeah, you're probably not going to understand. And then also, now I'm not going to peck on my cousin, but she does live over there in the Seattle area, and then yes, she is more left leaning. Now, obviously, we're going to fundamentally disagree with where she stands, but I am not going to leave her because of that.
Hmm.
But I am going to make it known where I stand and why I disagree. But I'm not going to be a type of person who's going to leave you. You're going to end up leaving me first before I end up leaving you. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
That's how I'm in. That's how I am. I'm loyal.
Hmm.
Loyal personality. But don't get me wrong, like, you still have to be equally yoked even in your friendships, because I can see that even mine and your friendship were clearly equally yoked in our friendship, you know?
Yes.
But there are some times where, hey, you probably cannot hang out with every single body though, but just in my case with my personality and just my gifts, I tend to have like a diverse group of folks, even though that they're going to be the first to cut me off before I do it to them, you know, in most cases.
Yeah. It's understandable. I think we both have friendships with diverse types of people, with diverse types of philosophies and things of that nature. And some of them, uh, they have philosophies and beliefs which is contrary to what we truly believe. Um, we love
Exactly.
them. We love them nevertheless. It's just that unfortunately, certain beliefs and practices we cannot share nor partake in.
Yep. Because let me tell you this. So my great uncle, aka my grandmother's brother, who is still alive and well today, God bless his soul, that's still here with us. He's 87 years old, and he's very democratic. Because clearly I take note of where he lives, which is Chicago, which is a democratic stronghold of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Am I all for that? No, but we talk a lot. We're great. We have a fantastic relationship. And am I going to just say goodbye to my great uncle because he lives in a democratic stronghold of Chicago and tends to support Chicago in politics? No, even though I fundamentally disagree. But do you think I'm going to lose my uncle's number? No. Unless he someday decides to drop me. But I am not going to drop him. Unless he does something like absolutely horrible,
Yeah.
terrible, like he murdered somebody or that he raped, someone. Okay, in that case is okay. But with his status and everything, no, I'm not going to do that.
Look, I have good friends of mine who are atheists, okay? So, and of course, I try to be very respectful regarding where they're coming from. I don't pass judgments, okay? What I do is I respect. I don't agree necessarily. And before I pray for any one of them, I ask for their permission first.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Yeah. I mean, as we already have talked about before, Denise, she's made it clear that, hey, she is an atheist. She's made it clear that, yes, she has some personal issues with, what we believe in, though, but are we holding that against her? No.
No.
Are we treating her very respectfully and accordingly? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just clearly, I would say our relationship with her is clearly not going to be the same as the relationship that me and you have.
No.
Because me and you are just so united on a strong faith, shared faith,
Yeah. Look. Like I said, the way I approach people, I try to approach people on an individual level. Okay.
Yeah.
And we don't know what what was the set of circumstances that led her to hold the beliefs she holds, and it's not our place to question. It's not our place to judge. Like I said, she is my cyber daughter. In fact, yes, I have, and yes, out of all my cyber children, she's my favorite.
Hopefully, you don't have too much favoritism in your cyber household in terms of who's your favorite son and who's your favorite online daughter.
No.
Okay, you don't want any jealousy to stir up though, because know what happens.
No. Believe me, no. I know. Believe me, I love all my cyber children. Okay.
I don't want any jealousy to erupt because then that's just how resentment starts to erupt too.
No, I mean, no, believe me. Now speaking about visitors, she'll be coming. The next time she'll come visit me, she'll be staying for a month. So most likely it's going to be next summer because her vacation time is like it's like around Christmas time and the summer months. Okay, Christmas time to to take a round trip flight from the Dominican Republic to New York, it can be
Hmm.
very expensive. Excellent. So,
Yeah.
but but you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that we had this discussion regarding this individual, and that we're able to discuss it without casting judgment on her.
No, no. Much love and respect, and a shout out to Denise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was referring to the lady with the 7 kids. I mean,
Oh yeah, her with the
yeah,
7 different baby daddies.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Mhm.
Children at the end of the day are still a blessing, and they're
Yeah.
still like a gift from God anyway. But it's just maybe my criticism is please don't get on here and glamorize it and try to clout chase off of it because that's what she's doing, and then that should just be kind of like a private issue, not really
Mm.
something to just clout chase off of, you know.
Yeah. And then please don't bring your children into that type of environment because children get teased for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, the fact that they don't have like a healthy male role model. That's that is a big issue.
Right.
Okay.
And
And
mhm.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say on top of that, now I don't know her personal case like that, but I am suspecting that at least maybe some of the baby daddies are not involved in their children's lives. In other words, I have a feeling that probably some of the fathers are absent because there's just a pattern that you notice, just kind of like among women with multiple baby daddies. No judgment, not saying, not trying to put them down, but there's just a pattern among a lot of, women who have multiple baby mamas. Some of the
Hmm.
dads are absent.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
saying
I
that's her case because I don't know her individual case again, but it's just you just get that gut feeling that it's probably the case that at least maybe a few are absent.
Well, like I said before, there's a number of issues. Number one, the issue that is basically rubbing it in people's faces. Number one. Number two, it seems like at least superficially that she doesn't practice good judgment. Okay, and then number three, the fact that she's exposing her children to that type of environment, particularly her younger children. I mean, if you're talking about children like in their teenage years, I mean, they're more, I mean, at least in theory, they're more in a position to take the hazing and the teasing, but not the younger children.
Yeah.
So, but in any case, I just want to do a reaction video. I'm sorry. So I don't know why there was no audio. Um, But you know what? Maybe it was just meant. Maybe it was just meant to be.
Yeah.
Just to have the discussion, and not in a judgmental way, but just simply to analyze, and just think. You know, my suggestion is if she's going to do TikTok, trying to find some different material to talk about.
Yeah. Maybe I would actually have what I would recommend is that, if let's just say if all 7 of her children are cool with being on camera, great. How about, she makes like very uplifting content about how to actually be a uplifting mother to your own tribe, because clearly she has her own tribe, which is again is a
Yes.
beautiful thing. So instead of glamorizing the welfare state, how about she glamorizes family values and becomes like the woman who talks about how to, train your children up for the world, how to create stable households, how to ensure that all siblings can even uplift one another.
Hmm.
I think she could, become successful from doing something like that, as opposed to being this kind of attention seeking woman who is wanting to do all this weird stuff, like gloat about how you have all these kids and that you're bringing in $3,000 of food stamps per month. Instead of doing that, she should maybe take my advice.
Yes. And let's make it perfectly clear. There are single moms that have done an excellent job raising the children by themselves. Okay, we have to
Hmm.
we have to acknowledge that. It's just
Yes.
that it's just that it's very hard when you have to like you have to play the roles of two people, and then work, and then things of that nature. Um, I mean, and of course, it's better. It would be better if they had a positive female role model image and a positive male role model image.
Hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. In any case, I'm going to stop to wrap this up. Of course, I appreciate all the interaction here on the chat and all the
Hmm.
people that were on the panel. And just to let everybody know, I'm going to be live tomorrow night on my other channel, which is Latina Diaspora. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have open discussion where I'm going to talk about things that are on my mind. And of course, the audience will have an opportunity to opine. And if there's anything that they want me to talk about, I'll do my best to discuss those things. So, Giorgio, do you have any final remarks?
Stay high in the vibe, and you all have a great evening.
And again, thank you very much. And I'll be looking forward to your interview this Thursday, I believe.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Mhm.
Have a great
Okay.
day.
You too. Have a good evening. Take care. So, my final thoughts are the following. Um, if I can have a discussion with this lady, I would say, you know what? Uh, find other things to, that you can talk about. Um, Unfortunately, when you expose your children to things like that, you expose your children to ridicule, and children can be very cruel. Okay. And again, um, I don't begrudge anyone who gets food stamps if they need it. It's just the whole idea of going out there and rubbing in people's faces. In any case, a huge shout out to all those who appear on the panel, and a huge shout out that appear on the chat. And of course, all of you are more than welcome um, to comment after the stream. Please try to be respectable, because if you're not respectable, your comments are going to be deleted. So, with that being said, I will be live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on my other channel. And Thursday, I will be discussing who is Kamala Harris, who she is, being that she's most likely going to be the Democratic candidate for President of the United States. So I'm just going to discuss the facts, and then you will decide how to interpret it. So, with that being said, I'm going to close by stating the following. We must do everything possible to reduce our influence from the mentally and intellectually challenged. Because if we fail to do so, we'll be infected by the stupidity and mass insanity. This has been another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron saying good night, take care, and peace.